everyone! So this is the next video in my Throughout the Years series, and this is for when I was 8 or in 2nd grade. So as with my other videos, I'm going to start off with my school picture, and this is it. And if you can tell, I'm wearing a headband, but my hair is all coming forward and looks really awkward. I kind of hate this picture the most. I had buck teeth when I was little, which every time I'd smile, they'd be and I eventually, when I was older, got braces, so that's been fixed, but oh my gosh. And I think in 2nd grade when I started growing out my bangs, I think I was like, I don't like my bangs anymore, I'm going to grow them out, I'm going to look older. So it was one of the things, I don't know, that was the thing. I feel like now it's much easier to maintain your hair. But anyway, so 2nd grade. So I was in the talent show again, and this is me, and this was my friend, and this was when Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen were really big, and I loved Full House, and I loved their videos and songs that they did. So we did, for the talent show, we lip synced, and I was Ashley and my friend was Mary Kate, and we lip synced to I'm the Cute One, which is, I'm the cute one, she's just my sister. People say we're two peas in the pod, and that we look like each other, but there's something that we forgot. But anyway, we were both wearing black turtlenecks, and I think these were all her clothes because I think she was like, oh, I want to do this. She asked me to do it. And we have matching shorts. I have pink and she has green. And then hats. I have a gray hat and she has a purple hat. And I remember for this, we did the regular talent show. And I think there was a special talent show. It might have been for Grandparents' Day, which is the day everyone would bring their grandparents. They do a breakfast type of thing. And I think they were going to redo the talent show for Grandparents' Day as well, but they only selected certain acts. And ours was one that got selected because I guess it was cute. So, And even from a young age, I remember she asked me, which one are you going to be, Mary Kate or Ashley? And even from a young age, I was like, Ashley. I could just tell that she was the more stable sister of the two. So I'm happy that my young wannabe Olsen twin wannabe sister was Ashley and not Mary Kate. Mary Kate's the little cuckoo. Anyway, this year for Halloween, this is my Halloween picture. If you can see, it says Ramona, and I dressed up as a witch. And this is one of the Ramona books where she was wanting to dress up for Halloween, and she wanted to dress up like a witch. But she's like, I want people to know it's me. It's me. It's Ramona. I'm not a witch. So she went around and carried this sign that said Ramona. And I wanted to dress up like Ramona for Halloween, and I was like, I want to dress up like Ramona for Halloween, dressing up like a witch for Halloween. So it was a double, I'm not a witch, I'm Ramona sort of thing. I remember, people didn't get my books, or didn't get my look, but I love to read, and I love, literary references like that. If you watched another video, when I was maybe 3 or 4, I dressed up like Anna Green Gables for Halloween, and now I'm dressing up like Ramona. So, yeah. I don't know. I still love reading. I don't mind being the weird kid that isn't just a typical witch. I need to be like Ramona as a witch. But do you check out that mask? It kind of reminds me of the Wicked mask, or the Wicked face from Wicked. Anyway, I was in 2nd grade, so I mentioned before I went to a private Catholic school, and 2nd grade is when you do First Communion. So this is me in my little First Communion dress, and a lot of people wore veils, and I've never been a fan of veils. So I wore this little flower wreath thing around my hair, and yes. And then also when I was in 1st grade, I started taking piano lessons. And let's just say I'm not a natural piano player. I never like to practice. It just didn't come naturally to me. And I don't even think it's about coming natural. I just didn't like to practice. I never really got any better. But here's me and my friend. This is the same friend that I did my Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen talent show thing with. So here's me. And my mother would buy these dresses, these stony, I think they're called stony dresses. And there'd be this, cloth dresses with these, I feel like they look like curtains. In Sound of Music, how they make, the dresses out of curtains. I felt like they were curtain dresses. And I remember never liking them. But my mom would buy them for me, and, I'd have to wear them. Looking at it now, it's cute. But, I just remember not liking these cloth dresses that were like made out of curtain fabric material. But I mean, looking at it now, I look cute. But yeah, and I think I only did piano for like 2 years. At a certain point, I was just like, okay, no, this isn't for me. And then also that's the summer of when I was 8, so I was almost 9. I started softball. This is my first year of softball. And funny, I don't know if it was this first year. I think with the first year I did it was always like some kids' parents that would coach. And my dad eventually ended up being the coach. I think this first year he might have helped out coaching, but he wasn't like officially the coach. But yeah, he'd like coach my softball league, and I just hated it. I remember he'd be like, "You want to play catch?" and like go outside. I was like scared of the softball hitting me. And actually, I don't know how old I was, but at one point it did hit me in the face. I just didn't like catching it. I wasn't good at batting. I just was not good at softball. I didn't like when it was my turn. Or when we were like up to hit, I was like thankful even if I struck out, like, okay, I don't have to go like everyone else, because they'd go in an order so everyone gets a fair chance, and I was like happy when my turn was over. So like I just got done. I don't have to go for this much longer. Or like or before my turn would up, if we'd like strike out or have 3 outs, I'd be like, okay, I can go stand in the field, and I'd just stand in the outfield and like do nothing. Like I'm not athletic at all. But yeah, it was funny that my dad was the coach and I was really awful. But it was also funny, the teams I was on, this team I think we like never won. But every other year, like they'd switch it up. Like I'd be on a really bad team and then I'd be on like a really good team. But I think once they saw like who was really good, there was a person that would like put the teams together. And I feel like she would take all the good people for her team. So if one year I had a really good team, she'd take all the good people from my team and like put it onto her team. And then the next year I'd be on a really bad team. So yeah, softball. And it was never a meant to be thing. I did it for quite a few years though, but I just hated it. I was bad at it. I hated it. I never got really any better at it, and yeah. But my dad was the coach, so I felt like I had to do it. But yes, so that was my throughout the years when I was 8, and that is all. Bye.